Aloha, this is a request cover. I can't pronounce the name, so here it is. Falling Again is the name of the song. The chords basically are going to be following along with this. The video doesn't show the individual doing the chords, so what I know about music videos and actual chord guitar players, the kid in the video might or might not know how to play the guitar chords. Looks as if when they're doing that rhythm pattern, looks like he's at 5th fret, which 6th fret, that looks about right for what we're going to be doing there. However, if you need to, put a capo on the 2nd fret. I got a kind of a bum hand, so I'm not going to be playing full chords as I normally do, being my own capo. However, if I did, I would just cover the whole 2nd fret. These chords would be contingent upon that. Otherwise, we would call them differently. Since I'm putting a capo at the 2nd fret, the chord that I'm playing, I will not be calling a B major 7. But it is. So the concept here is I'm going to be playing an A7. If you don't know what that is, an A7 takes these 3 notes for the A major and drops down its root, the A, to a G sharp, giving you the 7th tone, the major 7th of the chord. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A would be the 7th. You can or cannot put up this pinky up here on the 6th fret, and that would 6th fret, and that would establish the high F sharp, I believe. However, we're just going to be putting it down right here. Ta-da! With the chordality, it holds down the lower note, which is what you hear coming across in that electric that is on the video, and then the low A. When you move this chord up a whole step, A sharp, B, hold down the whole thing, you would be playing the A major chord. However, we're going to remove not the major 7, but we're going to leave it at the dominant 7, in the B. So a B7 would be played by playing a bar chord across the whole 2nd fret with the capo on either way, and then playing both the notes on the B and then the D string at the 6th fret and leaving the G open so it rings back for the 4th fret. Nice. The next chord that it moves to is going to go all the way up here to the 6th fret. We're going to be considering it like an E flat minor if we didn't have the capo, but since we do have the capo, we're going to be considering it a C sharp minor. The caveat behind this is the chord that is played behind it has this C sharp minor, which exhibits. However, it does have the low E string playing the B flat if it was in the case of the E flat. Otherwise, it's going to be playing in the key of G flat for that G sharp for that C sharp. Or if we want to see it as D flat, it would be an A flat in the bass. So we would have our minor chord, and then we would have our A underneath it. Gives for a real cool sound. The groove that they're playing over the whole top of the thing relies on those 3 notes. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only difference is there's a little bit of rhythmic difference where they're throwing in a 1E and a 2E and a in between there on the right hand rather than an 8th note or a quarter note. So down down digga 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 down 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 digga digga down digga digga down digga digga down. It's mimicking what the bass is doing. So if you're paying close attention, you could mimic what the bass is doing. The bass is mimicking what the kick drum is doing for the drummer. Having said that, it's a little bit different than just 4/4 because I would be subdividing this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4 in the beginning of the tune. And then when the progression builds up towards the jam, where they're quite literally playing the if we're doing it with the capo, we would be considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th fret, playing the A, or in this case, without a capo, the B. We would be playing this as the major, and then we would be going down. So we would have the major 7. You could play up here, A major 7, and then it would be going down a half step. You could either play the A major 7 and just incorporate that A flat there, or you could just take that whole A major 7 here at the 5th fret by playing the 2 notes in the middle rather than playing this as a major. You take the 3rd and the 7th. That gives you your major 7th as well, utilizing the bottom note, and then just drop that back down. When you drop it back down a half step, that half step is going to be a minor. So what we're going to be doing in the jam is when they're doing down, 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 5 chords work too, power chords. Then they break away from that and do the 5 chord, and then they go to the minor chord, the aforementioned. And I'm sorry I can't really do justice with my hands. but the aforementioned chords are what you're going to be playing. I hope that really helps out. The whole song basically goes through that same functionality. Pay close attention to the drummer, but the notes that you'll be playing over the top of that will be reflective. If you were to take this capo away, you would simply be playing, sorry for loud noises. You'd be playing the same thing with a big old bar and play your A major 7 just with your second fingering. And then when you go to your next chord, you'd be moving all the way up to your C sharp 7 or C sharp dominant 7. And then you would move it all the way up another for your minor chord, but make sure you get your bass there. That's all that would be doing. Aloha.